welcome back, y'all. I know it's been a while. I'm so sorry, but I'm here now. Okay? So, we are going to be looking at the month of April. So, this is what we're doing today. Okay? Down below, I've got three decks. I've got the Light Seers, I've got my Sacred Oracle, and I've got my Old Faithful, also known as, what's it called? The Fairy Wiccan Tarot. So, your job is to pick one. Here, I'll show you a little bit more. Here. Take a little bit of time. Pause it. Feel it out. Which deck is meant for you. Okay? And whatever messages come up, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay? This is just a little bit of a glimpse to see what's going on for next month. Okay? Okay. So we are going to start with the Light Seers, which is this one. So if you pick this one, we're starting with this one. Okay? So typically, look at that. We're just flipping the cards out already. So with the April coming up, it looks like you're going to be going into a bit of an isolation mode. And this is going to be doing some kind of introspection work. Taking a look at what you need to be doing, okay, where you want to be going, okay. The next card that flips up here is the Nine of Cups. So know that after this introspection, you will be at some point manifesting these dreams and desires and goals that you have, okay? And they are going to come into fruition. So there will be a lot of joy and feeling at peace afterwards, okay? However, here's the catch. After all that work, you are going to need to do a little bit of rest and recharge, okay? Holy, I can't even just shuffle them. Just falling apart. So you're going to be doing some introspection work. It's going to be a little bit, it's not going to be totally in depth, okay? I feel like this is going to be like maybe a couple weeks, if that, okay? Maybe doing a little bit of what they call shadow work. But I feel this is more of trying to figure out where you are wanting to go, and needing to take that space and time back to just be in your own bubble to figure out where you want to go, what you want to do, okay, if there's anything that you need to release, okay, things like that, okay. But there's going to be joy and these manifested dreams coming up while you get through that period, okay. So you might even have that chance while you're by yourself to start putting that energy or that intent towards that goal that you have, all right? But afterwards, you definitely need to take a little bit of a rest and recharge during that time, okay? Because it will be kind of like, oh my goodness, work. And it probably has something to do to pertain to work or say a business, okay? So you're going to need to do a little bit of rest and recharge. And it's not going to be like a whole like month of rest and recharge. No, it's going to be like maybe a couple days, like a weekend or 2 to 3 days maximum, to kind of like just recharge those batteries so you can be refreshed and move on and forward, okay? Now the last one that came out was the World. So this to me is saying that there will be a form of completion, okay? So the ending of the this cycle, okay? So the things that you've learned, things that you have achieved, okay, taking that time to rest in between, all right, it's almost like it's coming to the end. So, what am I trying to say? I'm not saying it very articulately, but it's coming to an end, as in the chapter is closing, okay? So this could be a new positive chapter that is beginning for you, okay, in the sense that you will continue to do the work that you're doing. However, okay, it's going to be a new focus, if that makes sense. So you'll be like looking at expanding. You'll probably be looking at different options as well. Okay. When we release some of the past stuff, if we're releasing connections too, this will also open up like a different pathway to possible new connections coming through that can help you learn and grow and be a new soundboard. Okay. So it does feel like it's going to be like not just self-reflection, but it has to do with going where you want to go when it comes to your career and your business, if you have a business as well. Okay. So it's not just personal growth, but you are trying to achieve something for your business. And with the Nine of Cups, I can see that it's going to be a good outcome. It's just that I think once you come out of that hermit mode, things are going to be moving really quick, which is why you're going to need that rest and recharge. Okay? And with the completion part, you will be looking at different options or different areas where you're going to expand, not just on yourself, but on this career and business. Okay? Next, we will do the Sacred Forest Oracle. Okay, we'll see what's going on with them, what they got to say. I might need a coffee break in between this morning. Okay, first one coming up, second one coming up. You guys are in the same kind of pattern here. Okay, so the first one coming up is growth. The next one is about retreat. The third one is about generosity. Okay. So you're going to be taking some time for, I feel like this is more to do with spiritual growth, if anything. Okay. So we have growth here. Okay. So I feel like this has to do with some type of spiritual growth. I hear the words trusting in your abilities. Okay, so it could be that you're going to be expanding on your abilities, maybe doing a little bit more research, perhaps more exercises in order to kind of help facilitate that ability to grow as well. Okay, and you have to understand that with spiritual growth, okay, that's also personal growth as well. Okay, so learning how to utilize those abilities, doing the research. I feel like there's a little bit of a branch coming out, meaning that there might be another path that you may be interested in learning. Okay, so once again, do your research. Make sure you use your discernment when it comes to that research too. Okay, check out the sources, where it's coming from. See if the information that you are taking on resonates with you. Okay, put it to practice. All right. After this growth period, okay, there will be a bit of a retreat. Okay. So retreat's coming up, and I feel like these two go hand in hand, because when you're growing, you're going to want to retreat, and that's perfectly normal. Okay, because when we go through, not the words I want to use, but leveling up per se, okay, or expanding on our abilities, we tend to retreat back and kind of step away from any kind of outside connections or environments, okay, because it takes time to kind of integrate that growth. And having less disturbances around us makes it easier to facilitate that. Okay. With your next card with generosity, okay, it's just a reminder that when you are dealing with others around you, or even if you are dealing with, say, nature, if you're taking things from nature, so whether that be rocks, cedar, bones, okay, whatever you stumble upon that you think would be a good tool to use within your practice, okay, you want to make sure that you give back and say your thanks, okay? It's the same with individuals that maybe are generous with you. You want to give back at some point, right? It's just an exchange. That's all that is. It's an exchange, okay? Even showing a bit of generosity from a genuine side of things. So whether that be helping out in your community or helping out family and friends just because you want to, okay, that generosity and from that genuine aspect, okay, that's going to be paid back some point down the line, okay? Lastly, we have new beginnings. This is no surprise as it will be the end of April when these new beginnings surface. So, right, very much similar to the first reading. So new beginnings are going to be starting here for you. Okay, so branching from April into May also makes sense because it will be more so feeling like spring at that point in time too, right? So there'll be a lot of learning at the beginning, but because of the fact that you'll be doing this learning, okay, you're going to be able to utilize what you've learned, okay, within this new beginning, okay? Whether that's, helping others through your abilities, or, perhaps it's something to do, once again, with like your business sense, okay? So if you are, say, a tarot reader like myself, right, then that new beginning is going to be more expanded for you because of the fact that you've done this growth and this learning, okay? And that's that. And lastly, but always good, we got this one. So if you pick this deck, this is going to be looking at your April. I don't know if they're going to fling out like the last two, but we'll see. I certainly wanted to get that message out there. Holy moly. Yeah, I don't think these ones are going to flip out, which is fine. I don't exactly read cards that flip out, but there was a reason for it today, I guess. Okay, so we have the Six of Air, right? Know that any obstacles that you'll be facing within the beginning of April, okay, you're gonna have all the things that you need in order to overcome those obstacles. Pardon me. So you're gonna have all the things that you need to overcome those obstacles. And I feel like that you're gonna be reaching out more so to community supports. We have the Five of UC, okay? There might be a bit of regression of happiness. It's just like the cusp of things that may be surfacing from this obstacle that you're facing, okay? That's why you need to reach out to your community support, so that way you have the time to kind of go through those heavy feelings, all right, and be able to find time to release those heavy feelings as well. I feel like it has something to do with the possibility of dealing with family, whether that be, say a partner or like parent-wise, okay? But there's this kind of need to, like, because they're showing me like a lawyer's office. This is what they're showing me. It's like a lawyer's office that you may need to reach out to, okay, whether that's like legal aid or something like that, okay. That's what they're showing me. But there's a lot of upheaval of a lot of upheaval and a lot of like not so happy feelings. It's like this ongoing battle and this issue that you've had, okay. It's time to kind of search out those community supports so that you can continue to overcome those obstacles, okay, so that way you can get through it as quickly as you can. All right. While you're going through this process, the old one comes up, okay. This is a reminder that whatever faith that you believe in, whatever path that you believe in spiritually, okay, you need to trust that they're going to help you while you're going through this process. They're going to help you highlight things, perhaps even make things seem brighter for you to kind of narrow down what you need to do. All right. And don't forget to utilize your team. Don't forget that prayer is a very powerful thing. Prayer is a very powerful thing, okay? Asking your team, your spirit guide team to step through, asking the angels to step through if you're working with angels, okay? Just ask your team to step through and help you. And know that universe, source, God, okay, they see you and they will try to move things around for you in order to be successful with this particular situation, okay? After the situation, though, okay, the Mother Goddess comes up. The Mother Goddess is about kind of not just reconnecting with Earth, but more like reconnecting with the self, okay, and nurturing the self, all right? Having that time to reflect on things, nurture yourself, and kind of grow from it. So this situation that you're going to be going through, there is going to be growth for you at the end, all right? It's going to be a positive growth, okay? But the stuff at the beginning, it's going to hit hard. And just remember that to reach out to those community supports that you need in order to get through those obstacles. Know that you can call on your spirit team. Know that you can kind of reach out to universe and source and be like, hey guys, I need some help with this. All right, so it's not just that, but okay, they're showing me there's a couple of people that you could probably also talk to that can kind of help support you or be a soundboard too. All right. Now this nurturing aspect, okay, this might need involvement by a counselor or perhaps some type of medical professional to help you kind of like the aftermath, okay, the aftermath cleanup. And it would be wise to consult someone with that, but that is your choice, okay? I'm not a medical professional, but if you feel like you need to, make sure that you reach out to those supports, okay? Now, I need to find my other deck, which will give us the energy of next month for the collective. Alright. Whee! So I always like to do the energy of the collective at the end of these longer videos, just to see what energy holds for the next month of April. So not just for you guys, but for me too. Ooh, here we go. The energy, just flipping right out of my decks today, I tell you. We have friendship. Okay, it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay, and this is very true. All right, so we have people come and go in our lives, and each person that we connect with has something that we learn from and we grow from and we experience, whether it be positive or negative. All right, some people tend to stick around in our lives longer than others, and there's a reason for that too. Okay, so there is a good balance between you and others. Okay, so not only are you learning from them, but they are also learning from you. Okay, and sometimes when those lessons are done, people move on, and that's okay. It may sting, might be disappointing, but the lesson has been learned. And sometimes it's just a difference of opinion, and that's okay too. So take care of yourselves for the month of April. Take care of yourselves for the rest of the week. And hopefully next week I will be doing the message of the week. Take care, everyone.